What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the RTG Career Mode. It's episode number 62. Loads to get through today. Well, we've just had the draw for the Champions League last 16. I didn't realise it had been done, but it's a tough one. It's one of only two teams that stopped us in the league phase. Napoli, we've got them again, first away in Stadio San Paolo, and then at home. We'll play both legs today, and more big Premier League games. Well, we'll kick off with this. Everton on Wednesday night on the back of our escape at Carrow Road, coming from behind to win it in the last minute through King Kante. 5 of our last 6 Premier League games have been wins, but as we're approaching the business end of the season, we are still 12 behind Liverpool. Only way we keep pace with Arnie Slot's Reds is keeping the unbeaten run going. First game, Everton at home. Go on, Purples. Liverpool won yesterday, by the way, so they're now 15 points clear. The top was Zabala makes a great save. Thankfully, no pass back there, as it's still 0-0, and I've just given the ball away again. It's just so demoralising. Oh my god. It's so demoralising when you're doing all you can, you're winning games, you're in great form, but the team above you just will not slip up. I think we've won 5 in 6, Liverpool have won 9 in a row. I think there will come a time very soon where we decide to say, forget the league, it's over. We are not going to do it, so let's focus on the Champions League. But of course, we've got to get through Napoli. Come on, perfect response. Got to get through Napoli. And of course, they drew with us 3-3 at home park in the league phase. Bottled that game though, really, from a 2-0 position, but even so, I think we're slight favourites for it, but both teams could be considered dark horses for that Champions League trophy come the end of the season. Even so, 1-1, and like I said, I'm not going to give up on the league, not yet. When it becomes a bit too obvious, it's over, but until then, there's still time, Doing all we can, and that's all you can ask, really. Just put the effort in, put the hours in. Oh. No. Give it up, Doxy boys. Seriously, man, it's over. It's over. So much better in recent weeks, but it's over. We got away with it at Carrow Road. We're not going to get away with it here. Liverpool, I think this championship is yours. We haven't got a game on the weekend, so I might as well keep my starters out there, see if we can possibly pull off a mad one and come back here. But as Redondo is dispossessed, we're missing Nathan Wood, man. Wood is so solid. Oh, what an assist. Rabona assist from Ndai as it becomes free. Wood is so good at intercepting, breaking up balls, but needed a rest out there tonight. And that just goes to show you, like, again, I say this all the time, but like a player's overall really isn't that important. Wood is like the lowest starting overall in the first 11. He doesn't play like that, but it's 3-1, it's game over, and Everton have basically gifted Liverpool the championship. It's the far post, and controlled by Brahim, who's just bought a penalty there. Did Mumba even touch him? Or it was a booking for Barley, but did he even it didn't even look like he touched him there, unless I missaw it. Did he bring his arm out? Oh, there's a little shove in the back, actually, with the right arm. I was going to say, there was no contact with the legs, but it was a right arm, and it's turned in for 4. Boos ringing around home park. Plymouth will not be retaining the title. Wow, this is humiliating. At the start of the season, I said we could win it all this year. We'll be lucky to win 1. Well, in a weird way, I think ending the season and as saved trophyless would be somewhat poetic, showing that whilst we all have high aims and ambitions, not everyone gets the fairy tale ending they want. But I still believe we can win at least 1 trophy, but now this is our best shot. Following game, Champions League last 16 away in Naples, taking on Napoli, one of only 2 teams to stop us in the league phase. But I feel confident of returning to winning ways here and returning to Devon with a win. Come on, the Pilgrims. Yes, neither us or Napoli would be considered one of the favourites to get through to the final and win the whole thing. We're what you call dark horses, but you don't rule us out. And it's hard to rule out a team that's got this man in the lineup. Kante opens the scoring. I didn't get a chance to celebrate as the game stopped me, but it is a clean finish. And what? I mean, why didn't I get to celebrate? Perhaps the keeper could have done better there, but what? Why? What? Well, it's a goal. It's 1-0. It's 14 in 8 games, and it's a bizarre start. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Well, he's well on course to win the Champions League Golden Boot. He scored back-to-back hat-tricks in our first 2 games against Atletico and Benfica, both away from home as well. And go on, Junior, you come. Great save, son. And I think he had 7 goals in his first 3. He tore the league phase up. Could he do it in the knockout stages? I think we've got the answer to that right here. King Kante for 2. Just wide the post. Let's go before the break still. Oh, that's got to be at least a booking. Oh, no. Billy Gilmore flies in and Fernandez has got a knock. And I really hope that is just going to be a bruise. But I reckon it will probably be a bit more severe than that. Well, any chance of us going all the way in the Champions League is going to take a big hit if Fernandez is out for the season. We've got to win that yet, winning, mate. And that should do it. As we're just going to see out the 1-0. Don't worry about going forward for another chance. Just make sure we hold on to that ball. Actually, Kante! Oh! How big could that missed opportunity prove to be? I had a bit of time to dribble in there to get a closer shot to surely make it 2. Adrenaline got the better of me and in the end, put it wide. But we've got what we wanted. We got what we came for. We came for the win. We got it. Might only be by 1 goal, but it means clean sheet at home park. And we will make the quarterfinals. A lot easier said than done though against this stacked Napoli team. And as for Fernandez, it was indeed a broken toe and he is done for the season. What a massive blow that is, man, because he's been so good this season, averaging almost 1 direct contribution to a goal per game in all competitions this season. But we won't see him again for the rest of the save. The difference maker. The big difference back in Season 3 as to why we stayed up and now done for the campaign. What I'm going to do is convert Stevens to CAM though. Because when you look at this guy's stats here, absolutely brilliant. Whilst Whitaker probably will come in at CAM first. I actually think personally, I should be going with this lad that came back from loan from Leicester. I'm going to convert him to CAM as well. And I think we might see a slight overall spike because it was only take 4 weeks. Negative vision and long pass as well. But other than that, I mean, 91 long shots, dribbling's phenomenal. Yeah, to me, it looks like a brilliant CAM. Right, let's jump into the following game. And as for the Champions League, holding that slender 1-goal lead. But in the Premier League right now, 15 points behind Liverpool. Now taking on Fulham away at Craven Cottage. Honestly, I'll have some stars out there for the game, but a lot of rotation as well. I'm not surrendering the title yet, but put it this way, we're 9 behind Arsenal in second, so even getting into a runner-up position is looking unlikely from here. Following contest, Fulham away at West London. Come on, the Pilgrims. I say this all the time, by the way, but if you are playing career mode and you want your saves to be more enjoyable, it's my #1 tip. Increase the injury sliders. Because I know it's frustrating, and we've had a lot of injuries this season. Hackney missed the start of the season. Fernandez had an earlier injury this year. Reyes is down right now. Mumble was out for a while. And I'm pretty sure we had someone else missing too. But as frustrating as the injuries are, they're realistic. You know, they're part of real football. They add to the challenge, add to the realism, add to the immersion. And in my opinion, add to the fun as well. As Kante, what a turn. Gets away, takes it on slightly early. And it's pushed behind. Second time I've gone for goal too early. Adrenaline get the better of me. Docks, calm it down, son. What is it about West London and ending our hunt for a trophy? Because first it was Chelsea, back-to-back at the Bridge in the Carabao and the FA Cup. And now in the Premier League, our hunt for a title retention is going to end here at Craven Cottage. West London. I don't like this part, honestly. It's not for me. Oh, Aguirre-Zabala. And he don't want to return here either. A howler from the keeper. Fulham with the win. Back-to-back losses in the league. Liverpool, the crown is yours. Get me out of here and take me South East London instead. SE16, that's where I want to be. I feel a lot more comfortable there than I do in Putney. Fulham with the win. Back-to-back league losses. No points from 6. And now I am conceding it. As I said, the mentality needed to be until someone crosses the finish line, it's not over. No, it's over now. The fat lady might not have started singing, but I can see her warming up. It's over. And yes, I know Putney's still south of the river, but it's adjacent to Craven Cottage, just right next to it. Anyway, following game, heading into this one, and no doubt about it, after those back-to-back league losses, it's all on Europe now. It's all on the Champions League. Second leg of the last 16 tie, Napoli in town. Last time they were here, we played out that thrilling 3-3 draw, but I'll take the same scoreline because that 1-0 win in Naples would see us through on the aggregate score. Following game, Napoli at home. This is literally a must-not-lose game. Come on, the Pilgrims. Can't go out here, otherwise we will finish trophyless. It's been a season of failure, really. That's the best way of putting it. I mean, honestly. Domestically, for sure, at least, you know. Lost to Charity Shield at the start of the season 4-1. And then Carabao Cup quarter-final knockout to Chelsea. Knocked out in the third round of the FA Cup, also to Chelsea. I mean, and then obviously the league. We were awful at the start of the season, awful. And despite that mini-winning run recently, other than that, we've not been in form at all. It's been a chaotic domestic year for us. The only saving grace is this, the Champions League. But the question is Bar on? He is. Flag stays down! Flag stays down! And Robert Barr gives us a 2-goal cushion in Devon. But I thought it was offside there. Arm was raised, but Lino keeps his flag down. Barr finishes, and Plymouth have a breathing room early into the game. Massive goal from the Togolese Prince. Have a breathing room? Have some breathing room. Come on, Doxy boy. But, yeah, when I saw Benjamin Pavard put the arm up there, I thought, oh, there's the flag, surely on the near side. No. Stayed down. So you've got to assume it's the right call. Oh, Nathan. Onside. That one's definitely onside. Oh! And that would have been a dagger in the tie as well. 23 minutes in, turning up tonight. Not sitting on the 1-goal lead. He's on. Going for the kill. And it is done. Even so early on, Napoli ain't coming back from this. Plymouth are going into the quarters. Thank goodness for that. That was Kante's 15th goal in Europe this season, by the way. And you might be wondering, what's the record for most goals in a single Champions League season? Well, no surprises, it belongs to the man who's got more Champions League goals than anyone else, Cristiano Ronaldo, 17 back in 2000 and something with Real Madrid. Ooh, and Kante's got his eye on that record, 2 away from equaling it. But to be honest, I don't mind if he doesn't score again between now and the end of the competition. If we go and win it, then he says, Gaffer, are you serious? Because we can't win it without me scoring. Cristiano Ronaldo, you're 1 goal away from being levelled in the record books. Kante makes it 3. It is game over. And what a response from the loss at Craven Cottage. Book your ticket. We're going to the last 8. 16 goals in 9 games. Absolutely unbelievable, man. And I was tempted to take him off at the break. Because I can't afford him to get injured. If he gets injured, that is it. Season's over. But with that individual record on the line, which he's just equalled by smacking it off the post for his 3rd Champions League hat-trick of the season. That's got to be a record. I will take him off now. Take a bow. You're in good company alongside Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt that Kante is not going to win the Player of the Season in the Premier League due to our struggles. Redondo's going to go for that, and Lunin, he was backpedaling. He seemed to lose sight of the ball, but thankfully for him, just about recovered to stop what would have been my first halfway line goal in over a decade. Now that is when you know things are really going well. Good save, still 4-0, and I'll take this scoreline. I'll take this scoreline as Logan's shot is blocked and Taylor dives in, and Napoli will get it away. Quarters are locked up. He's trying to get them back in the game, and he's done it. But when I say get them back in the game, I don't say back in the tie, because, yeah, they'd have the goal, but it's tie over. Yeah, a consolation from the Swede, but that's all it proves to be. We might lose the clean sheet, but we don't lose the game or the tie. An impressive display from the King once again, equaling that Ronaldo record of 17 Champions League goals in a season. And that is that. I said it's all on Europe. Not a bad way to make a statement. We're through to the quarters. You know, and again, we're dark horses to win the whole thing, but there's no reason why we couldn't. I mean, we just made a statement there. Napoli are a good team. We've absolutely murdered them in that last 16. And going into the quarters, all the ties have been played, so we should see the draw directly afterwards as we get out to the main menu. We're in the final 8. We will take on... Oh, we don't know yet. I don't know why they don't show it, because you know it's like, because if you look at the notifications, it will say tournament prize money. It's the Thursday. The draw would have been done, and with the new format, it gets done already. So it's going to be Bayern Munich. But why doesn't it just show it like that? Like, we know it's done, so that means that all the ties have been drawn. It's not that they've just drawn our tie and said, we'll do the other 3 tomorrow. Like, you know, it's obviously done. Like, all the ties have been drawn, not just ours, so why can't I see it? But Bayern Munich in the quarters, and that is going to be an incredibly tough tie to get through. Right, let's do a couple more games today and end it there as we'll try and get back to winning ways in the league. We know now that the title is definitely gone. I mean, there's no way we get back into it. We are now 18 points behind Liverpool with 10 games to go. We know it's over, but I don't want to completely tank the league and drop out of the top 4 as well. Playing another season or not, it doesn't matter. I still want to make sure we have a strong finish domestically. So following game, Bournemouth in Devon. Let's get back to winning ways here in the league. Come on, the Pilgrims. Can you imagine if we somehow came back to win this Premier League title from here? 18 points behind with 10 games to go. In order to do it, we would need to win 10 out of 10 and Liverpool would need to lose at least 6 out of 10. And not to mention Arsenal, who are 9 points above us as well. That's delusion. You know, earlier we were talking about dreams and fantasies? That's neither. That's just stupidity. Let's get one. Julian Alvarez slip through. Well, we're not going to win even 1 of 10 in this run of form. Goodness gracious, man. Thrashed Napoli 4-1 in the week. Now a goal down 27 minutes in. Our domestic form this year has been amongst the worst it's ever been. It's not the worst, but it's amongst the worst. It's just, again, the overpowerness of form, man. It's... Oh, what has happened there? What's happened there? Can we like forfeit like the final 9 league games after this? Is that alright? Can we just decide not to play them and just say we're going to worry about buying the quarterfinals, guys? You can have the win, you can have the 3 points. Just, you know, don't make us play. Don't make us tire ourselves out. You know, is that allowed? Premier League, can I do that? Because this is embarrassing. We are not going to win any of our final 10 playing like this. Kante does get us back in it, 2-1. Whole second half to play. To be fair to Kante, you can't blame him for our poor league form because he has been phenomenal all year long. I mean, 24 goals in the Premier League now and 41 total in League and Europe in the season. He's never been out of form, even if Plymouth have been. Speaking of, he'll roll it across and Whittaker just couldn't make contact with the ball. 25 to salvage a draw and prevent 3 straight losses in the Premier League. Yeah, as things stand, forget even trying to make a title race happen in the late stages. We won't even make the top 4. But we will if this guy keeps scoring. Oh! But this time hits the post. You know, I swear this is the 3rd time in 4 years we've tanked the end of the season. Because even last year, if you remember, whilst we won the title... Oh, Raksaki to the rescue. We tanked the end of the year and only won, I think, like 2 of our last 8 games, losing 5 of our last 8. We won't lose this one and it won't be 3 straight defeats. It's Jesserun Raksaki to the rescue. And whilst our title dreams of being retained have gone, I don't want to drop out of the top 4. Whether we're playing another season or not, I still want a strong finish. Big point claim by Jesserun off the bench. Yep, let's do it. Our final game today. And I can't see us returning to winning ways in this one. Our main rivals to the save, Brighton away at the AMEX. And you know they're loving our downfall right now. But if we can close the episode out with a big win, that'll give some confidence going in to that Bayern Munich quarter-final tie. Our final game, Brighton away. Come on, Pilgrims. Yes, our final match with Brighton in the save. Is it alright for me to say thank goodness for that? The thorn in my side since season 2 all the way through to now. Never forget meeting him in the Challenger and thinking, what are they doing here? As Kante hits the post and the Seagulls will clear. And yeah, one win, and again, I can't imagine how many attempts it's been, but it's got to be close to 20, surely. It's incredible. Yeah, it's 2 league games against each other per season, and we've played them in every single season apart from the first year. So that's 14 league games. What a throw, Agrizabala. 14 league games. Met in the League Cup semis 3 years ago. And I'm pretty sure we met them once in the FA Cup as well. So that's 17 games total, 1 win. But it might well actually be 2 wins in 17. Kante opens the scoring. Plymouth in front. If we can win this, it'll be a nice way. Even if we end up trophyless, at least I'll say I beat Brighton in the league once. And even in the League Cup semis when we beat them in that, we only won 1 of the 2 legs. We drew the first leg and won the second here. So that's crazy. We've never beaten them once in Devon. And 1 league win. That was terrible. As they're through to make sure we won't get a second win against them. And that first league win ever. Right with the equaliser, no one is shocked. I just hope, if nothing else, this goes to show you guys that no one is safe from a bogey team, and everyone has at least one. So if you're out there thinking, oh, how come I can never beat Crystal Palace? I always lose at Crystal Palace. Or you think, you know, why do I always taste defeat at Molineux? Why can I never beat them? Here's your answer. It's a bogey team. We've all got them. We've all got them, and this is mine. So if you're struggling against your Palaces, your Southamptons, your Ipswiches, whoever, just think it's okay, Docks has Brighton. I've got this team, Docks has that team. Even from a leading position, I still felt I'd lose this. That's just how strong their plot armour is. You don't beat Brighton, and oh my goodness. Could they just, even in the last game against them in the entire save, they still think we can take our villain role to a new level. Knowing they're going to beat us, they've now injured my replacement for Fernandes. I am so glad to not be facing these guys again, honestly. Jarrell down the left has Kante coming in. He'll cross to the back post and Ibrahim fires off target. Brighton and Hove Albion, the ultimate villains. You know what the irony is? My first ever manager career mode, the team that I used, Brighton. Did a Brighton and Spurs day, my first ever manager career mode in FIFA 13. Never used them since. Maybe this is why they always beat me. Oh, for God, I'm so glad I'm never facing them again. Honestly, this is just ridiculous. It's going to be 4, it's going to be 4, it's going to be 4. Ref, can you blow the final whistle? I know there's 10 minutes, but mate, just let me get out of here. I do not want to come back here ever again. And I'm glad I won't. Embarrassing. And I want to say thanks for watching, guys, but I still think there's a 5th goal to come. 3 defeats in 4 games. No wins in 4, in the league, I should say. And even top 4 now, oh dear, is looking incredibly unlikely. Thank goodness we will never face these guys again. Because in my final ever meeting against them, I took a lead in the first half. But I don't think anyone thought we would hold on to this. Brighton and Hove Albion, my arch nemesis, in our final game, inflict our heaviest defeat against them ever. That is on brand for the way we end our fixtures against them. But that'll do it for today's episode of the RTG Career, guys. Massive thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you like it, much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. That was a massacre. And I'll see you for next episode very soon. More games in the league, aiming to at least get back to form and keep our top 4 hopes alive. And that Champions League quarter-final against Bayern Munich, where if we play like this, we are going to get absolutely embarrassed. Have a great day. Much love. And I'll see you for next episode very soon. I never, ever, ever want to go to the AMEX ever again.